things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Zips will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Finds his man down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. Go for it. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Using his legs, it's Hendricks. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Rides the back and leaves it. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Chips. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Central Michigan 7, Akron 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Miranda. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Intercepted, a right side. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll go up top on second and short. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and keep the drive alive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Chippewas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
number 8.
No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And the Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick strike complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The short hands, it's Hendricks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. And the Zips want to crank the tempo. Now he's going to break the pocket. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miranda. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Chippewas will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Unleashes one. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here's a hit. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field it close to the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pit. Off to the races to the right. The 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Zips. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off-play action on first down. Looking down the middle. The short hands. It's Carney. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a...
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Chippewas really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Chips. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Buys a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for room. It's Miles. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fakes the grab. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Makes the catch. It's Miranda. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Miranda. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll run it from the gun. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
It'll be a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that win.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Akron.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The AT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw it closer. It's 28-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle. It's Jeffrey. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
The Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jeffrey. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Chippewas are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.